Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and welcome to BBallBreakdown. I had Chicago Bulls guard Tony Snell with me, and you might not recognize him because he's got a different haircut, but I trust me, it's you, right? You are Tony Snell, right?
Yes.
All right, great. Well, we want to talk to you a little bit about what you were testing with on the P3 system here. Describe a couple of things they had you do with all that high-tech gadgetry on you.
Yeah, they had me doing some vertical tests, some lateral tests to see where, how my hips and legs are moving.
Did you discover something you didn't know about your body?
No, I didn't know my body's that good. You said for my position, I move pretty well.
So were they comparing you to the average shooting guard in the league?
Yeah, definitely. They said, for a guy my height and my position, I did pretty well.
So is that going to give you any added confidence when you're out there on the court?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that means I'm doing something right. There's still room for improvement, but the results so far, I like it.
P3 is basically an integrated sports science, athlete performance research facility. And what we do is we use sports science technologies and then our understanding of biomechanics and medicine to build better athletes. We would take them through a really comprehensive sports science assessment where we're using force plates, motion capture technology, and essentially we're asking them to kind of execute the movements of their sport at full speed. And while they're doing this, we're really analyzing everything about how they move. And so what we call this kind of data is like movement fingerprinting, because every athlete is different. And so if we understand everything about how each athlete moves, we can understand essentially how to make them better, how to optimize them.
So when you're playing in a defensive system like Coach Thibodeau, does he stress something we call no middle defense, where he forces the baseline? Does that happen a lot in the Bulls when he's coaching you guys?
Yeah, definitely. You don't want no middle because, the opponents, they get middle, they get wherever they want. But, limit them to go to baseline is good.
Does that make defense easier for you because you kind of take away half the court?
Yeah, it makes it a little easier, but it's still difficult because you're playing against the best of the best. So, you still got to force them one way.
And how new was that no middle concept to you when you got to the NBA?
It wasn't that new because one of my college coaches, Coach Offrey, is kind of the same way. He was real strict on defense, so I kind of caught on a little bit.
Now, you have a reputation of being a defensive player, but something tells me that you want to change that. So do you have a different mindset coming into this year when you have the ball, when the team has the ball?
Yeah, I'm just having a mindset of just continue to defend, but, try to be more offensively.
What is your favorite way to score? Are you talking about spot up, shot fake, dribble, pull up? What do you like? What's your favorite way you're going to get that ball, you're going to score?
I like shot fake one dribble. That's one of my favorites. I haven't done it in a while, so I got to bring that back out.
Now, would you do that as a hop or as a 1-2 finish on your pull-up?
A hop. I like a hop.
Nice. Well, I'm all hop all the time. Love to hear it. So thanks for joining us. And don't forget, sports fans, at BBallBreakdown, not a channel, we're a conversation. You in? You in, Tony?
I'm in.